I want to review what I believe is the best version of the 2022 Tundra. Unfortunately, this is not one of the premium versions that I would prefer myself, the Platinum, the TRD Pro, or even the 1794, but this is the SR5, and specifically the SR5 Sport, and I'm going to tell you why. If you like this video, feel free to hit like, feel free to hit subscribe. If you don't like it or don't agree with it, feel free to tell me why. In full disclosure, I don't like this truck for a lot of its failures, but what I do have to say is that in this color right here, in this army green with the color matched grille, in the TRD Sport, with the accessories it has here, I think it is the best looking truck they have to offer. Got to admit, this army green in the SR5 trim with the matched grille is much nicer looking in person. That's pretty sharp actually. In this SR5 Sport version, you can now get a lot of the options that you could only get in the premium versions previously. The other thing you can get in it that you can't get in any other version is the color-matched grille surround, which you can get in the TRD Pro, but in the TRD Pro it comes with the black fender flares. This one comes with the color-matched fender flares, which I think look much nicer on the truck in person and much nicer than they do in the photo here, which probably doesn't do it full justice. These color-matched fender flares and the color-matched mustache on the front end are definitely way better looking on this vehicle versus the black Fender Flares and the silver or platinumish colored front grille that's going on to most of them. Not sure why they did that on most of them. Unfortunately, what you can't get in the SR5 is the power bed step and the power running boards, which are retractable, and those are very important, not so much for the running boards, that I don't care about, but there's no other way into the back of this bed without the bed step. The only way into the back of the bed with the bed step is through either the 1794 or the Platinum Edition. It's not even available on the Limited. Now, what is available on the Limited is the premium blind spot monitoring tow mirrors that are power, and that's available also on the 1794 and the Platinum version. However, it is not available on the SR5 version that you see here. There you can get power mirrors, power towing mirrors, but you can't get the power towing mirrors with the blind spot monitoring heated and cooled, essentially what they call their premium tow mirrors. What you can get in the new 2022 Tundra is the 14-inch infotainment system. That is an option that is available with multiple packages. 14-inch screen looks great in the vehicle. The interior of the vehicle looks better than I thought, but the front cockpit here is definitely smaller than it was previously. Definitely has a feel more like being in my wife's GX than it does being in my current Tundra as far as spaciousness goes. That's just what it is. What you also can get in the SR5 with upgraded packages is the power seats. I'm not a huge fan of these seats. They do come with leather accents in this upgraded package. They also come with power adjustable seats for both the driver and the passenger. I don't think most models used to have that in the passenger seats, if I'm remembering correctly. This is an SR5, and it is nice that both the front and the rear seats have lumbar support here. They do both tilt up, down, back and forth. The dilemma is the seats are pretty darn firm in comparison to the ones on the current truck. Just doesn't feel like there's going to be quite as comfortable on long trips. The most innovative thing Toyota did with this truck, in my opinion, which is the tailgate release on the driver's side rear tail light, is not available on the SR5. It's only available on limited trims and up. Another reason that this vehicle is compromised, when you look at the limited trims and up, either the limited, the 1794, the Platinum, the TRD Pro, they're all compromised in terms of appearance to me. The TRD Pro the least, but none of them are as appealing to me as this SR5 Sport trim package is. Let's look at the window sticker for this truck that we just looked at. Well, if we look at the last column, we can see under the essentially the additional aftermarket add-ons, we've got the ToyoGuard Platinum, which is $700 essentially for what amounts to 2 oil changes and 4 tire rotations. That's crazy. The TRD skid plate is $700. The tailgate inlays is another $350, $330 for the all-weather floor mats. We can certainly do better with some WeatherTech's aftermarket than that. and $199 for the door protection, the little film that goes on the doors, and $73 for phone cables. That's $2,350 in accessories. I would say try to get one and eliminate all of that because that's all outrageously priced. Then what would I do with that? Well, I would take the package here and I would up it to a different package. First, let's start by looking at the truck we have here, which is an SR5 with four-wheel drive in Army Green, and it's a dual cab. If we look at that, that prices out at approximately $43,755 before we make adjustments. But we need to put adults in this vehicle, so we're going to have to change it to a Crew Max, and we'll go with the Crew Max 5.5 bed because that's what most people are going to buy. It'd be a little bit more expensive to go with the 6.5. This one takes us up to $45,805, and that's where we'll begin. Then let's go ahead and add the TR Sport Premium package, which for $9,095 gives us almost all the items we would like. Of course, it does not include the power bed step, and it does not include the tailgate rear bump on the rear tail light that we would like, but most everything else that we want is included. As you can see here, this package includes the 32.2 gallon gas tank, an absolute must. It includes the panoramic view mirrors, the blind spot monitoring, the trailer backup guide. It includes the larger infotainment screen, heated power outside mirrors, blind spot monitoring, the rear view camera mirror. Basically most of the things that we would really like to have in it, except for a few of the niceties that you can really only get on the 1794 and Platinum versions. Once you throw in the $1,550 destination fee, you're at a total purchase price of $56,450. If you can find a dealer that will sell you at MSRP, there are those out there. I was able to locate one myself. The dealer I was at actually will sell at MSRP. Just didn't quite have a vehicle I wanted or was interested in at this time. So in my opinion, if you take this double cab right here with its unusable back seat, turn it into a Crew Max, and finish it out with the packages that I described, I think you have the best version of the 2022 Tundra currently available. Of course, I think it's nowhere near as good as the previous generation. Feel free to comment and let us know what you think.